Alright, good morning guys. My name is Nathan and I am an outdooraholic. I'm out here today with the El Paso chapter of the Harley Owners Group. We're doing a ride from El Paso out through Columbus, New Mexico, up through Deming, and arriving in Hatch, New Mexico, where we're going to have some green chili cheeseburgers at a restaurant called Sparky's. It's a beautiful day, a little breezy, but sun's out, blue skies. We got about 25, 26 motorcycles riding with us today. Both the El Paso HOG chapter and some bikes from the Southern New Mexico HOG chapter joining us as well. So should be a great ride. Hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, 26 motorcycles, so awesome ride, awesome turnout, and we'll see you guys down the road. Alright, so we're here on Highway 9, headed west towards the town of Columbus, New Mexico. This road loosely follows what was a old railroad. The railroad went from El Paso to Douglas, Arizona, along the same route. Once the railroad wasn't getting enough cargo, they shut it down and eventually ended up pulling up all the tracks. And this road, Highway 9 through New Mexico, pretty much follows the same route. Trying to share the road here with looks like a sports car club, some Corvettes and Porsches. Difficult when there's 26 motorcycles taking up a long section of the road, and this is a little two-lane highway, one lane each way. Alright guys, we are coming into the town of Columbus, New Mexico, here on Highway 9. Columbus, New Mexico was founded in 1891, and it was named after Christopher Columbus, the famed explorer. When it was built directly on the border just north of the Mexican town of Palomas in Chihuahua, Mexico. However, about 10 years later, they built the railroad from El Paso to Douglas, Arizona, and it went right through here, about 3 miles north of the town of Columbus. So rather than being cut off and separated by the railroad, they relocated the town in the early 1900s to its present location here. The railroad only lasted about 50 or 60 years before it shut down and was replaced by Highway 9, and Columbus is still in that same location. So Columbus is a really small town, small population, kind of in the middle of nowhere here in southern New Mexico. But in the early 1900s, it ended up on the front page of every newspaper across the United States. It became the site of a huge international incident when, in March of 1916, Revolutionary General in Mexico, Pancho Villa, ordered his troops to attack the town, to raid the town. There was a army garrison stationed here, and he wanted to raid the town for weapons and supplies. So he sent his troops north. I think it was about 500 troops north into Columbus. They raided the town, they attacked the military, they killed about 7 or 8 army soldiers. They burned part of the town of Columbus and killed about 10 civilians in the raid, and then returned back into Mexico. This, rightfully so, angered the American people when they heard about it, and put intense pressure on the American government to do something to respond. And so President Woodrow Wilson ordered the American military, I think it was 10,000 troops under General Pershing, to enter Mexico and to track down Pancho Villa. So the Pancho Villa expedition began, and the American military entered the country of Mexico in search of Pancho Villa. And so eventually the forces were withdrawn from Mexico, and America ended up entering World War I instead. They don't want to be dealing with the Pancho Villa search at the same time. Pancho Villa considered the raid on Columbus a success because of the weapons and stuff that he got, but ultimately it was a failure because his army was engaged and defeated by the American military afterwards. But yeah, that's the town of Columbus. We're rolling into it right now. Up here on the left was the historic train station, still here to this day. So here's the historic train station from back when the railroad ran through here. We're going to be turning right onto Highway 11 and heading up to the town of Deming and then on to Hatch. So here's just a little look around the historic town of Columbus, New Mexico. We're going to do a stop, a little gas up, and then continue on.
Well, you know what? Yeah, maybe later.
Alright guys, we're heading out from Deming, New Mexico. Stopped here, gas up. On our way to Hatch. It's been a beautiful ride so far. When we started it was like mid-50s in El Paso, and the high out here is low 60s, so it's probably around 60 degrees right now. It's been a little breezy, but beautiful weather nonetheless. Alright, we are coming into the town of Hatch, New Mexico. It's nestled right on the banks of the Rio Grande River as it runs south through New Mexico. Hatch was originally established back in 1851, back in the Wild West. It was named originally Santa Barbara, and it was an agricultural area. However, due to continued Apache attacks, the area was pretty much abandoned for several years until the Army put a fort named Fort Thorn in 1854 to protect the town. So the town came back again, started growing, farming, all that stuff. However, the fort was shut down in 1859, and the town was abandoned in 1860. And then was started up again in 1879. It was renamed Hatch after Edward Hatch, who was a famed Indian fighter and the military commander of the New Mexico area. So Hatch is pretty famous around these parts. It's well known that New Mexicans like to put green chili on everything, and a lot of that green chili comes from Hatch. Hatch is known as the chili capital of the world. Every year at Labor Day they have the Hatch Chili Festival, and even as far as chilies go throughout the state, the Hatch chili is well renowned. Alright, right here is where we're going to be stopping. This is Sparky's. Alright, so this is Sparky's world famous burgers, barbecue, and shakes. It's been featured on different food channels, and it's pretty well known around the area. Good spot to come get some good food, which I'm about to do right now because I am starving. Very good food. I mean, it's worth the drive out here just to, or worth the ride out here just to eat there. Right now, with the whole COVID thing, New Mexico does not allow indoor dining, but they have all these outdoor picnic tables, and you can still sit down and eat your food. So anyway, we're taking off. We're kind of splitting up, going our separate ways from here. So a couple of us are heading back to El Paso. We had some guys from New Mexico riding with us, so it was a great ride. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We do rides several times a month, so check out our Facebook page, El Paso HOG chapter, for all upcoming rides and events, or the website elpasohog.com, where we list the events, and you can also sign up for our newsletter, which emails reminders of rides coming up and stuff going on with the HOG chapter. So hope you guys enjoyed the ride. If you're in the area, check out El Paso Hogs. Consider joining the Harley Owners Group, and even if you don't join, you can still come out and ride with us on one of these rides around West Texas and southern New Mexico. So anyways, be safe, and we'll see you guys on the next ride.